have an idea for a bit?
Actually, I got nothing.
Yeah. But this sounds like a pretty good bit.
Cue the roll call.
Yeah.
Wait, is this recording?
We're live!
Connect. Loading.
Broadcast.
Equipment wielder, Bluecaster, Cheetah Zazil.
Loyal and loud, Dreamcaster Lane!
One little spark of courage! Dreamcaster, Global South Perka!
Unleashing my inner animal. Beastcaster.
Shoo! Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air!
Is
Cut it.
Oh,
cut it right there.
Gotcha!
Are we
Got
Are we rolling?
Yes. Are we rolling?
Were we rolling?
Yes.
So this is also being recorded.
Yes. In fact, welcome to episode 198 of Radio Sentai Castranger.
Holy shit, are we getting close to that episode 200?
How
Right?
many episodes start with me not knowing they're recording?
Not enough.
Or at least... No.
It's because of not being aware of it.
We're not being super creative with our bits because we're saving our creative juices for upcoming episode 200.
I hope we can do a part where we run in a field.
If everyone's up for it. So, all right.
Just fall on the field and have a camera zoom. I'm sorry.
I can definitely fall.
I think Cell would just do the platoon thing where he's getting shot. Just
That would be awesome though.
That'd be funny.
All right, so this week we are talking about Build episode 35.
Oh, fuck.
Lupinranger episode 14.
Patranger episode 14. Fuck the Lupins. They did nothing this episode. They did absolutely fucking nothing.
Is everyone,
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Pato Kaiser's joining us for this episode.
is everyone tired of this bit yet? Where we just say Lupinranger episode, Patranger episode?
No, because I will, for the rest of this fucking series and the rest of my life, will always refer to fucking this show as Keisatsu Sentai Patranger.
Don't you mean good Sentai Goody Ranger?
Good Sentai Striker Ranger?
Yeah, it's just a good striker show.
But yes, I recently acquired the amazing Pato Kaiser, and so now I have it.
It also has good striker.
Now, some people would say, "Oh, gee, Lane, you already bought all three trigger machines. Why didn't you just buy the good striker and by itself and save money?" Because fuck you. Because I'm a completionist, exactly.
Completionist.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
I give this Megazord my completionist rating of completed.
Out one of our fans, Eric, actually for this. I posted a picture of my Patranger collection, and he's just he's like, yeah, we'll see how. I was like, they're my favorite Sentai. And he's like, yeah, until next year. And I just was like,
fuck you.
Fuck you.
I mean,
No, Eric, I love you, buddy. He's a good guy.
I bought Blade and Scissors and Biker.
So great, we got another mascot.
And we're also talking about the Kamen Rider Build Rogue side special, episode 1.
Yes, complete with amazing karaoke.
Or as I like to call it, the Pro Rogue.
Ooh. I like that.
it, yeah.
Nice.
Actually, you know what you're gonna do right now? You're gonna take that Rogue title, or that's right there, and put Pro Rogue instead. So put a P. There you go. Yeah, the Pro Rogue.
Now it says Pro Rogue on our Patreon.
And so will the episode 3 be the Epil Rogue?
The Epirogue?
Yep.
Yes, so what's the middle?
Wow. Jesus.
Wow.
That just sounds racist and a half.
A little bit.
The Emperor!
Careful if you get
thinking of that. I was just thinking of the pun with Rogue.
Careful if you get me talking too long. I'm gonna go on a tangent of a MonoRogue.
Oh God.
You got me MonoRoguing. Emily's doing the face you do sometimes. That's amazing.
What face?
That's probably the name of the episode.
You do the face where if you say something really, really fucking stupid, Ichi will just give you this.
It's just a face that just says, "Why did you say that?"
Did I make a face?
Yeah, you just made this face come on.
I didn't mean to make a face.
You got me MonoRoguing.
MonoRogueing. It sounds like a name for the episode.
What? I did it again?
Do we want to name the episode that?
Yeah, you got. Oh, can the thumbnail just be fucking Syndrome with Gentoku's head?
Yes.
Oh my god.
We haven't even started the discussion yet.
That doesn't matter.
Gentoku's
Well, we'll do it live. Fuck it.
Yay. It's Gentoku drone to save the day! And when everyone's a smash, no one will be.
Wow. I mean, they still will be, though.
Yeah.
Well, let's get...
My name's not Gentoku! It's Night Rogue!
According to Blaze, it's Sintoku.
Sentoku. Wouldn't his name actually?
Sindrogue!
Would he actually be? Would
Syndrome!
he actually be Bud
Yes.
Sorry?
Toku? Bud Toku.
Yeah. Genbud.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's start with Bill.
Let's get this show on the road.
What is the show on the road?
Oh, shut up.
There we go.
You interrupted the bumper shoe.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I just
It's because we can't hear it.
Yeah, I know. I'm still working on that. So, I think we're just going to get this double style recap for the rest of the series, and I kind of am okay with that. Very, very okay with that.
Hey, I'm okay with it. I'm pretty sure a lot of Rider fans would know it.
It's really, really weird to just keep thinking. Every time now I see Evol fighting, like Bill, Rogue, anyone, I'm just like, that's Banjo in there.
Yep.
It's Banjo fighting in that suit.
You know what I realized after this many episodes, finally? Everyone calls him Banjo, which is his last name, but he calls Sento, which is his first name.
That is true.
No one in the show calls him Ryuga, except like Evol, maybe.
Because he's like the tough guy, and you usually call the tough guy by his last name.
Sure, but when you come to rely on someone as a partner for that long, you'd think that they drop the fucking pleasantries.
I just realized something.
Hmm?
Is Banjo a pun on Bancho, as in leader?
Maybe, because he is a fist fighter.
Because Ryuga obviously is because cross dragon.
Yeah.
He was always dragon themed, a dragon bottle and everything. But I was wondering about Banjo, but I thought it didn't mean anything. But it might be a pun on Bancho.
Maybe. You know what I'd like to imagine? That once they finally save him, like, he'll be so happy that he'll just call him Ryuga.
Aww.
That'd be a nice moment.
Yeah, it's a first name basis moment.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like the only one time Hero ever called Emu. And then never again, just kept calling him fucking intern. I'm like, he's not a fucking intern anymore. Stop calling him that. Have respect for the fucking guy.
So Mitan and Kazumi are doing the recap, and it's a funny moment because she interrupts him, but she's still calling him Grease, and he's sad about it.
Yeah, he wants to be called Kazumi.
Oh, can we just talk about the moment between those two?
Oh my god, it's
In
so
an
good.
episode full of dark stuff, that was a pretty good one.
I like to think that like Kazumi's actor just was like went up to the writers and was just like so you guys know it was Latoya from Kiba, right? Yeah, you know how he was in the show, right? Yeah.
Can I do that?
Can I have a little bit of that? Like in this character, and they're like, you know what? Yes, because you do it so well.
Right?
They're like, yes,
And he still does it well, even after 10 years.
like it's amazing. Like you're not supposed while he's doing everything, you're not supposed to like. It doesn't look like he's just standing there doing it, but he's not actually doing that. It's just all in his head.
You're supposed to interpret it as if this is him internally, but then like it like cuts away to like a shot from the back, and you see him still doing it. And I'm like, okay, no, he's like actually doing all that.
Oh my god.
and just like in the background, you can just hear like robot to jelly, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that was a little bit.
And then he's trying to like put his arm around her and just like hover hand.
Robot Ingrisu! And then like he's just talking about he's like, oh, but like his father's asleep, Sento's asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my chance, I can do it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and then just Sento wakes up and he's just like, fuck!
You cock blocking asshole!
Well, same guy, Kazumi the pervert.
I mean, he's trying to hit on her while everyone else is unconscious.
He's taking his
gone.
chance.
I mean, fair. Good try. I'll give him that. But yeah, so at the start of the episode, we finally see Evol Dragon Form Phase 2.
Okay.
By the way, I looked it up on TV Aussie's website. The name of the forms are like Evol, Cobra Form Phase 1, Dragon Form Phase 2. Just like how Exade had Action Gamer Level 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's really interesting.
I will say, after seeing the dragon form, like, this whole episode, because, like, he stays in it, like, the whole fucking time, mostly. And it's a great... That's a good suit. That's a better design.
It's literally
I like it a lot more.
Cross, like, space cross.
Well, the thing about Evol on his own is it looks almost like a base suit, because it kind of is.
Are you talking about the dragon form or the cobra form?
No, just the Cobra form. It seems.
Yeah, it is his base form.
Yeah, it seems like it's just a base to put other forms over.
Yeah.
But it also seems like they added too much stuff to it.
Which is weird because there are definitely noticeable things that Cobra form has that the dragon form doesn't have.
Shoulder pads.
The shoulder pads are the most obvious one. On the chest piece, there's like a little added ring around the ring on the chest that is only there in Cobra form, as well as the snake's tail shoulder piece that like goes up from the middle of the chest to the shoulder. If you pay attention, there's a lot of detail that's either there or not there. And speaking of Evol, I'm still pissed that he hasn't been added to the opening yet. There is clearly space for him when Stark transforms in the opening.
Still see cross charge for some stupid reason.
Because
they
this
just don't want to change the opening.
the series is slow at changing their opening.
Yeah, Toei's...
You watch, the next time they update the opening, they'll add fucking Rabbit, Tank.
Yeah.
Like, Toei's been really weird with their openings.
But didn't they already do
With
that?
Exade,
Or
they
Hazard.
didn't have one for a while.
Because, you know what, the best example for, like, a good opening for me was, honestly, Forze. Because every time Forze got a new form, it would show up in the fucking opening the next episode.
And a new Switch.
Yeah, and a new Switch
Yeah,
every single time.
They were good about that.
And by,
Just
like,
immediately update.
Yeah, and by the end, when he had all 40 switches, you'd see, like, a compilation of him using every single switch in the shot. And I'm like, thank you!
It's like even last year's Precure a la mode, when they added the 6th Ranger, despite her being a really important character, they didn't barely put her in the opening. They basically like sort of shoehorned her in during a scene where she's walking towards the camera, and then when they all jump at the end, they just add her in like it's an afterthought. Yeah, you too!
Oh,
That's pretty much what it's like. It's like, and also me!
Wow.
Yeah.
Blaze in our chat is like, we're gonna get the next opening for Bill during Zeo.
Oh my god, so it's just suddenly the build opening.
Yeah, so, like, Stark,
Evol.
or Evil, whatever. I just like calling him Stark.
I know,
Evol.
it's a cool name.
Yeah, so
Stark,
Stark takes the
Evil.
Pandora box, and, like, Sento, like, shows up, like, to, like, confront him, but he's, like, wearing his coat, which I actually did see in the ambulance. Oh, also someone did point out that there was an ambulance driver in the ambulance. It wasn't Kazumi who drove it.
That brave bastard.
So just the whole time, and no, it was funny, he was wearing one of those, like, masks, too, so, like, you couldn't see what he looked like.
Can't breathe in the Martian air.
Yeah, so that's funny. Yeah, so Sento goes to confront him, and, like...
And I love that he holds the belt in his hand with the trigger already on it and then puts it on.
And
it's so weird.
And we still getting, like, the pointless jumping into the armor. Like, it was cool, like, the first couple times, Toei, but, like,
I only liked it the first time. It got tiresome immediately.
I mean, it's cool, but
Like,
I guess I see the point you have here.
Yeah, but I do keep hearing, I like still hearing, like, yeah, yay!
I'd even be okay if it were just a thing for Rabbit, because jumping around makes sense. But
Yeah.
for
It's
Tank,
the rabbit, yeah.
he should just be standing there and have the tank just, like, crawl up him.
Yeah, like, that'd
Or
be
actually
awesome.
just running it into the pieces.
I did like we still continued, they still continued the thing where, like, when he summons the tanks, like, they help out by, like, fire bit, and hear, like, the
fucking salvo.
Advanced Wars Army.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
It really does seem like an advanced one.
I think that's what they're referencing is Advanced Wars, so that's cool.
So Evolt goes on he tells Sento about the whole origin, how his pink goo half came through the probe and impregnated or attacked, like, infected unborn Banjo.
Yeah, and he even said, like, while he's fighting him, like, Evol's just like, oh, you had to have, like, at least, like, considered the possibility, and Sento's like, no, I didn't! He's, like, super angry about
like
it.
he was just not... Cause, like, this is, like, the 3rd episode in a row where we've had the Banjo's not human being treated almost like it's a twist.
Well, they're like adding bits and pieces to the explanation to each character.
I guess it went from Banjo's not human to Banjo's evolved.
Yeah, they're sort of painting it like Banjo and Evolt were each half of the same being.
Yeah, or he was like a missing piece.
I was kind of expecting them to paint it more towards like, Banjo, you are truly my son!
No, they seem to be part of the same being.
Yeah.
Yep.
Banjo's
So,
the bodies.
Evol came to Earth because Banjo lost his memories after being born, which makes Banjo Goku. And Evolt is Raditz.
Oh, come on.
I love Raditz.
No.
I know you'd like that.
He's my favorite DC character.
Banjo's the body. Evolt is the soul.
Best match.
Oh.
That was the joke I made for last week's title.
But yeah, apparently when he blew up Mars, Evolve just got really bored, so he's like, I'm gonna go conquer
He
Earth.
wants to blow up something else.
That's one thing they haven't really touched on so much so far is,
Like, what's his end game?
like, why is Evolt doing this?
I was thinking that when I was watching the episode too. Like, he doesn't gain anything from destroying
he's
the world.
just an evil dick.
Which makes me think maybe he's not Martian. Maybe he's from some far-off existence and he's just been destroying planets going from next to next.
He's like a lot of those evil overlords, like try to take resources
Helheim.
from planets, but it doesn't seem like
Helheim?
he does want to do that.
He's got the same motif, he's got the same MO as Helheim, just infecting planet after dimension after
Or like
dimension.
Don Armage,
but
Keiichiro,
but
just
Helheim was like a living thing. Like it.
It had a different method,
Yeah,
but
like
it was the same
no, but
purpose.
It, like ate the universe.
Yeah.
Like this guy is just coming to destroy stuff for no reason. Like it doesn't need it to survive.
Well, we don't know if he has a reason. There could be a reason he's doing all
There could be a
this.
reason they're not showing us.
I mean, we still got like at least 10 episodes left.
Also, it's really creepy that Evolt, like in Banjo's body, has like really, really terrifying teleport powers. So like they're just all like talking in the cafe or whatever, and then he just pops up. Sup, bitches?
I love
So
how,
bitches, time to fuck shit up.
and he like grabs them and pulls them through a random scene change, and they're just on top of the tower.
Yeah, they're in the Pandora Tower. Which then, like, his goal is to now, like, finish completing the tower, so, like, they're trying to prevent that from happening, because, like, Gentoku has, like, the last bottle he needs, which is like,
is
the Phoenix
Phoenix.
bottle.
Which makes sense, because we've seen him use it when he chased after Evol when he killed Bat Dad.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense.
And they actually use some pretty effective strategies, like, because they, like, try to distract him and stuff like that, and, like, Grease tries to fight or whatever, and then Gentoku tries to fight him a bit, and then, like, they both get their asses kicked.
Let's go at him one at a time!
And they both get sent just, like, flying out of the tower. And, like, I would have loved, because it was timed so late, that I would have loved when, like, Evol just used his, like, finish or whatever like that to finish off Rogue. I wish when we saw him get flying out of the tower, that's when it went, ciao! So I think that would have been better.
We effectively get 2 moments of Team Rocket's busting off
We're
again!
talking a little more about
Both
whether
from
Chow
Rogue and
is-
Grease.
Yep.
Whether Chow is in fact Martian.
I wanted so bad for, like, it was Grease who got knocked off first, right?
Yeah.
I wanted
Yeah.
so bad for there just to be a shot of Kazumi just lying there and then just like, oh wow, that wasn't so bad, and then Gentoku falls on him. Oh, there goes my spine!
I like to think that's what happened.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
So then, like...
Sawa and Kazumi, earlier in the episode, actually find Soichi's body lying in the rubble. So hooray! He's not dead, probably.
He's in a
And he didn't
coma.
get assimilated.
Right?
But he's in a coma.
I
Because I thought he would have been assimilated.
I think I mentioned it before, and I know it's very unlikely, but I want so bad for Soichi to just wake up, be super pissed, and just somehow become Mad Rogue.
Oh, so
Back
he's
for
just-
revenge!
Oh my god,
Oh,
that
God.
would be a thing.
So
I mean, what
Nanba,
hell of a-
Nanba and Evol finally have a chat, and they're like, Evol's like, yeah, I betrayed you, but I'm still your ace in the plot hole, so what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
And then they just, like, Sento and Evolt just have, like, this huge giant debate over just, like, science in general, and just, like, and, like, Evolt makes a really good point. He's
He
like,
does. It's
he's like, even if I didn't come here to destroy your planet,
You'd
you
still
guys would have
destroy
fucked
yourself.
yourselves over anyways.
You create science. Your science is used to make weapons of war and destruction.
Except literally there would be no giant country dividing wall or the Pandora's light that has increased people's aggression for war, you fucking hypocrite fuckstick.
That's true, but on the other hand,
It wouldn't have been anywhere near this bad without you, so fuck yourself.
We don't have that stuff in our world, and it's still pretty bad.
And then Sento makes like the bullshit like, oh, science is going to better humanity.
How is that BS?
Just one last callback to earlier, after when Evol and Nanba are talking, you see Nanba like clutching the Pandora's box, getting all like, "Oh, I'm going to conquer the world."
He's just rubbing it, evil villain style.
He was definitely also affected by Pandora Light, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So what I really enjoyed was that Sento was like, okay, fuck this, and decides to go regular build hazard. So he goes Kaizoku Resha hazard, and then goes Key Dragon hazard. And this is where I was thinking really strongly about this. I think still build hazard itself is still the strongest thing in build's arsenal.
I was thinking that too. It seems like Rabbit, and Tank.
Yes,
they're actually lesser than
because
all control.
Yeah, all Rabbit and Tank lets him do is have control of it. But if he does go full hazard, like where he loses control of his function, he's busted.
If he does,
super broken.
Go further beyond.
So that's why I loved Key Dragon Hazard, because Key Dragon's already super busted. So he knew if I use that, I'm gonna at least hold on par, which he was. They both summoned beat closers, whatever, and they were just
legit sword fight.
Yeah, and they just have a legit sword fight. And I loved when Evol just uses, and you just hear smash slash.
Right.
And, I love that attack. That's super cool.
Yeah, but Key Dragon Hazard, that kind of scares me a little bit because that's one easy way to die.
Yeah, well, that's why
he couldn't control Key Dragon normally.
Yeah, but
why
Evol,
go hazard with it?
I'm kind of surprised there wasn't a moment where he had the instability that Key Dragon had.
Yeah, but
maybe hazard sort of balances it.
Yeah. And I like that Evil even said, "Oh, well, you might just be able to last and build hazard a bit longer, but not
clearly
by much."
It's still gonna happen.
And so when it was about to happen, he immediately goes to tanks.
But before that, another thing we get to see is Evol uses creation ability, where he combines the Rider System Evol bottle with any random full bottle, and the one he used was the same one that was shown in the official images for the Evol driver, which was Gatling, which in the Evol driver says Kikanho, which is the Japanese word for Gatling gun, apparently.
And we get the return of 100 full bullets!
Yeah, but unfortunately it didn't shoot 100 tiny
laser hawks.
No, it would have been laser cobras.
Oh man,
yeah.
You would not believe your eyes if 1 million cobras fly into the face of Hazard form.
What is going on?
So now that we know what the creation ability does, because I've been super curious about that, I'm really curious to see what it does with other full bottles, particularly ones that are not tied to weapons.
That
we might not see. We might do. Who knows?
We'll see. And yeah, something that seems very obvious in hindsight, the existence of 2 beat closers, seeing as that is a machine that Sento built.
That seems like it shouldn't happen.
Maybe he just
I mean, the answer is, the beat closer is tied to the cross powers, which is tied to Banjo, which Evolved is possessing, which is how he extracted his essence into in the Dragon Evolve bottle. So the beat closer is programmed to come with it, and that's probably as good of an answer as we're gonna get.
Yeah, it was still a cool sword fight.
There's the other answer, because it makes a good sword fight.
Yep. And then then we cut to Nanba and stuff, and he's just like, "Oh, I got the Pandora box!" Yeah. He starts stroking it all weird.
I was saying that earlier.
Yeah, the evil genius rubbing of the object.
Here's where Nanba's motivation starts to come into question. He says explicitly that he doesn't want Evol to complete the Pandora's box. He wants to wait until the energy of it is at its zenith. So now we have questions of what the fuck does that mean? When is the zenith? Why does the zenith happen? What happens when the Pandora box gets opened at its zenith? Why do you know all this? And then, when Evol starts putting the last 3 panels on it, Nanba freaks out. Oh my god, I didn't expect him to do the thing that he explicitly said he was going to do!
Yeah, Nanba, what did he expect him to do exactly?
If if the whole Zenith thing was a thing, that would either lead to two different outcomes. Either creates a new power up, or destroys, or just becomes way too dangerous.
But like, so Nanba sees Evol about to put the last panels on, and he's like, "Oh shit, we gotta stop him! Nutsumi, go over there and stop him!" "Yes, boss." And the stupid motherfucker shows up there to fight the fucking giant Martian villain terrorist with a fucking trans steam gun. Do you honestly think you're going to do anything to him when Build, Grease, and Rogue all got their asses kicked?
He wanted to try.
From a puny trans steam gun? Get out of here.
If I headshot him, he'll go down.
I'll stop you!
Dead. Just
so
immediately
then,
dead.
For a genius scientist who can create Kamen Rider belts, you're a fucking moron.
So and then we get to see what I like to think Toei realized. Oh, we should show this so we make the toy collectors happy. They actually show the Pandora's box complete with the panels outside showing the bottles. So
I love that Evol like slam dunked the last panel.
But no, you see the Pandora's box with the panels outward showing the bottles, because you can do that with the toy if you have all 6 panels.
It starts
Absolutely.
rolling around in midair like a Mario Party dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's another question.
Just punch it. One. Damn it.
One bottle.
The Pandora Tower falls apart. Real quick. Here is a very, very big question. Now that the Pandora's box is complete and all the bottles are gone, how the fuck does Mad Rogue happen? Because we just watched Bad Engine get put into the box.
They just make more bottles?
I like to think
No, I think that it just takes the bottles out of the box.
I like to think in a couple episodes we're probably
They're gonna undo it?
They're gonna destroy the tower.
Yeah, well...
Santo's gonna go in fucking genius form and just destroy the fucking tower.
Say,
Or
we
just-
already know A, genius form exists, B, the movie takes place after.
He's gonna use his genius powers to fucking disassemble it.
Ooh, so like, you know how next week we're seeing like he has like this like weird block thing that he puts
That's
in
the
the build
genius
driver?
bottle.
Yeah, maybe. But maybe that lets him harness, like, the power of the box and lets him use the box.
Maybe.
Oh wait, the genius form has all the bottles on it, so
Exactly.
I guess the box like explodes and all the bottles go on his suit?
Maybe.
I'm still hoping after all this time, I'm sorry if I'm interrupting.
Go for it.
I'm still hoping after all this time that when he jumps it sounds like a million bottles shaking.
Right? I'll be angry if that doesn't happen. It
I
probably
mean, it
will.
would get really annoying real fast.
So, okay, I didn't notice
Great.
this the first time that the tower was being built, but I didn't realize that it was taking, like, parts of the wall.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that, the sky wall is just the tower, it wasn't
Disassembled.
made right.
It's the Pandora Tower T-posing.
And what's funny is even though a lot of the pieces of the wall are gone, there's still just like the red lines. So like
the ones that have seen to just shoot people up into the air.
Yeah, so people still can't fucking get through anywhere regardless.
Yeah.
So
I wonder what the fuck happened to all the sky roads.
those aren't a thing anymore.
They all got it turned into the tower.
So yeah, we get this like really awesome show of just the tower forming, and it was really fucking
and like
good.
this Stonehenge looking fucking arena sets up in the middle where they're all standing, and I'm just like, is Evol about to challenge Sento to a fucking shadow game?
Probably.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Well, the question is, what is the tower exactly for, and what is it exactly going to do aside from
Just
like
explode the earth.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
like-
it's like a catalyst to destroy the Earth.
Well,
so.
yeah,
Just
but like
making
how?
the world explode.
They're gonna pull some Mass Effect
Does
fucking
it just
shit
blow
here.
the world up? Because it didn't look like Mars was blown up.
It just like destroys all the buildings and kills all the life on it?
It's
Who knows?
just gonna blow up
Is
Japan.
it just an infinity
Just
stone?
Japan.
Just Japan.
Destroys everything and leaves the world as a blank slate.
Just like, meanwhile in America, this is for Guy, motherfuckers!
Don't.
Oh,
And that's another question. Why the fuck did they not ever bring Guy back for anything
I don't know.
when the shit like this happens?
He's busy managing his own planet.
Yep. So next week we get
Damn
the black
gods.
hole. We get the black hole trigger, and We
Big
see like
box that looks like probably Genius Bottle.
And Sento has white hair, and
the
he has-
Evol driver, so probably he's getting possessed.
But why?
Because Evol Phase 3.
We'll know next week, I guess.
But he was so obsessed with getting Banjo's body, so like why is all of a sudden he's like, oh, Sento's more interesting now, I need him.
Maybe he's trying to assemble the perfect body, which requires Banjo's body for his muscles, but also Sento's brain.
Intelligence?
Wait, so he needs both the brains and the brawn.
Right?
Ooh.
Oh, it's whatever Suichi is. The brains, the brawn, and the
charm.
It's like that...
exactly!
It's like that Roy...
Because Sento and,
the thing is, he only
Ryuga don't have any charm at all!
He only possessed Soichi because he's the one who came to Mars and grabbed him.
Yeah, I know, but he did need his charm.
Sure.
No, it's like that. It's like that Roy made in episode 1 of Drive, where he was like trying to like make himself look like the perfect human being. So he had like women's hair, like this guy's like handsome face, and then like this other guy's like perfectly built body.
He just look like Fabio.
Well, yeah, I don't know. He had women's hair. It was
Iron
weird.
Roy Mute.
Because like the guy he possessed had like was bald, but then he had like women's hair when Roy Mute. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was just weird.
Anyways, yo, Cook Center. Oh,
I will,
Keiichiro, you fucking badass motherfucker. You are so amazing.
The Lupins
I love
were
you.
on screen for a total of 2 minutes the whole episode.
It was...
Damn right. Damn right.
This episode had something that I thought was very interesting in it. I remember back in the episode, this episode kept referencing the one with the where they were in the forest and fighting the giant monster, and we were talking about there would be some collateral damage when that happened. Well, guess what? There actually was. A gangler got killed by being stepped on by the Megazord.
Fucking laughed my ass off.
I've never seen that happen, and it's something that everyone always talks about. What if it happened?
I was like, so wait, the Patrangers killed 2 ganglers that day.
Thank fuck he didn't have a collection piece.
Yay!
Otherwise, the plot would just not
It
end.
just fell into the ground.
Yeah, that's a new thing. So ganglers don't always need to have collection pieces. You know, okay. So like Ichi and I were actually having a discussion about this. So like it's like, so what are the safes now? I'm like, you know what? I like to think that all of them got these safes surgically implanted onto them, so that
stick it where my heart used to be.
Sure. I mean, that makes sense, honestly.
The brother who died actually did have a collection piece. It was the crane.
Oh, that makes sense because he got stomped into the ground and died, and then the crane that was in him was buried underground.
Yes, that is literally what they implied in this
Wow.
VS
show.
vehicle, sure.
Yeah, he was holding it when.
So this tiny little toy car is stronger than a giant Megazord foot.
Yep.
Then again, we don't know what material it's made from.
Well,
It's-
Bandai did a good job when they do the American adaptation. No way.
It's made of fuck unium.
But yeah.
No, it's
So
not.
yeah, we got introduced to like a pair of ganglers called the Crash Brothers. So we don't know what the older brother's name was, but the younger brother's name is Ododo Maximofu,
Which is a pun on Ototo, which is the Japanese word for like younger brother.
And I love.
Mofu is probably a pun on Mofu Mofu, as in fluffy.
Yes, because he's a sheep and says Mofu a bunch.
Oh, he looks. Honestly, this is one of my favorite gangler designs. He looks awesome. And he had like this giant.
Look at a figure of him.
I don't know how they made a sheep badass, but they fucking did it.
Badass.
And I love it. Every time he like wielded his fucking mace, I'm like, now I'm gonna bash you.
Yeah, he just had this giant club.
I actually didn't realize.
Do you know what the Crash Brothers remind me of? Silver and Goldra.
A little bit.
I thought that he looked like some kind of Anubis type thing.
Except Silver whined like a bitch even more than these guys did. And the other monster this week was Togeno Ibus, who's just a living pile of spikes.
So we have Toge spikes and we have Mofu
And
fluffy.
I have to say, as awesome as Togeno was in terms of ability and appearance, he sucked.
He was overshadowed.
No, it was funny because he's an assassin, and so he's meant to like be like more like
hiding
covert and
needles.
hiding in the shadows. So then he tried actually attacking in the open, and
Got
he
his
got
shit stomped.
ass kicked, and he was trying so fucking hard to impress Danya Boone.
Daddy, watch me kill the Patos!
In fact, he's like, I want you to physically come to when I defeat the Patrangers and like physically be there so
And
you can watch me
he came.
destroy them. And Danya Boone's like, Alright, don't disappoint
He
me.
showed up.
Fine.
Yeah, he's just oh god.
He showed up in his little lawn chair.
So the whole plot of this episode is there's like we hear about like a gangler rumor like in these mountains or whatever like that, and so like the
Patos open the episode combing the beach near where Labrum's hideout was from that previous episode.
So I like that we're having continuity and like they're referencing like places that they've already been before. So I was like, that's neat.
Continuity in a show that doesn't have continuity.
Right?
And so like they find out like, oh, you know, there's a field trip that a bunch of kids at the school are going on, but like they can't go because of like the monster rumors. So like Keiichiro goes like, all right, I'm gonna make a promise to like catch this like solve this mystery. And so he goes up to this kid named Sota, who
he's dressed as a
he's dressed as a Lupinranger. And I didn't notice that.
He's got a little papercraft cape
he's
and
actually got pretty good cosplay skills going
Well,
on.
papercraft sword.
yeah,
Papercraft sword, papercraft VS changer
I was
with
trying to say it,
with
like,
red dial
he had
fighter.
a cape and a papercraft Itadaki
and a bow
Kaitou.
tie. And so then we just get like Keiichiro is just like, yeah, I make a promise, and he starts smiling, and he's like, he doesn't smile ever really, so like it's really awkward looking.
I just wanted so bad, just like Orb says in our chat, just for the kid to go, are you the guy who played the lady cop in that movie?
Oh my god!
No, I think they refilmed
More
it.
continuity on an episode that was complete shit.
Hey, this episode
Hey,
was
that
good.
episode was
This
amazing.
episode was pretty.
I prefer the Lupins, but this was a great episode.
So then he keeps trying to smile again, and like I like that Sakia mentions he's
The
just like
cranking sound of pure discomfort.
Sakia.
That smile was fucking terrifying.
It was so fun. It was
Dead puppies.
So Sakia's like, oh my god, he's smiling. And Tsukasu's like, oh yeah, no, he loves children. Just children don't like him.
Children
You're gonna
hate him.
rephrase that, please. Take it out of context. That's bad.
But yeah,
Bad.
so Togeno, apparently his collection item lets him shrink tiny. So what
And
we
it's
have is
it's a fucking repainted nin shuriken.
Yep.
Well, here's the treasure name now, Ichi.
Le Petit Monde, which is obviously
Little
the
world.
small world.
I actually.
It's a small world after all.
Yeah.
So what we have
How
is
was I not the one who made that?
Super Sentai version of Ant-Man.
They could have used this for so many other things. I actually thought that he was gonna like when it had the part where they were hearing voices. I thought that was because
Togeno like shrunk himself,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that would have made more sense.
Right?
Yeah, and then like Kokore or whatever like shrinked him, like makes himself look like he's smaller, and then they're like, what the fuck? And it's just like a little tiny Kogura doll.
Now on Premium Bandai.
Yeah, Premium
I
Bandai
was
Kogura
just
doll.
about to say that, Dan,
Great.
and I was actually kind of hoped for that. But if
So
not, I
Kogura
will
can-
make one. I'm serious.
You know-
I will make a tiny Kogure out of felt.
Do you know what they're gonna fucking announce as a Premium Bandai when it's complete? The fucking collection album.
Ooh, I know that.
They're gonna release that collection album.
But seriously, the tiny Kogure doll, if
Yeah.
it doesn't get announced as an official product, I will make that Kogure
That is
out of
right.
felt. Because I have
You made our Castranger dolls.
yeah, I except the Kogure would be smaller, it would be like
Yeah.
this big.
That is your homework.
Oh, I love it. Blaze in our chat. They're a small gang after all. They're small ganglers.
I'm sorry for interrupting you.
That's okay.
Are we sure Kogure is human?
No, he's not. Absolutely not.
We like to think he's a collection piece.
Well, he could be like the manifestation
Well, yeah.
of itself.
What you were saying earlier, if they did release the collection book, I would fucking buy it.
Oh, there you go. Just
I thought
Bandai, Toei, whoever the fuck, if you're listening.
Then all you need to do is find all the different Sentai items that are the collection pieces and get them repainted and modeled.
No, you know what would be funny?
Huh?
You know how when they put the item in, it gets colored in?
Yeah.
If it was just a coloring book?
I have to say though, because this
Or at
is
least
gonna
the-
make you guys laugh. You go first, Shu.
Or at least what they do with the rider tickets.
Yeah.
Okay, what were you saying, Emily?
It's a little unfortunate, but when you were saying, if they make the Premium Bandai or whoever makes the collection book, I would effing buy it. For some reason, my brain just blanked there, and I thought it was if they make the collection book, I would F it. And I was just, for a second, I was just like, what?
Like, fuck it!
Exactly.
Oh, great.
Link the book.
What the hell?
10 points for that reference.
Okay, if you want to, you can, I guess.
Why don't we nail these guys, Sonic? Whoa!
So then
You do that, and the Lupinrangers are just in the distance watching, like, no.
We need that.
So then this like random guy shows up and he's like wearing like a wool cap and a wool sweater and it's like, gee, I wonder who the fuck that is. Definitely not Ododo.
He's been in more than one angle. Definitely evil.
Yeah. And then like I liked though like afterwards like they run up to him whatever and he's just like, yeah, I found this thing. Like he's on the drill VS vehicle. And he's just like, fucking take it, I want this. Oh my god.
And I'm over here just like, so what's your story? You're definitely evil.
You're evil. You're some evil sheep monster. But yeah, so then we get like a flashback to just like his older brother getting crushed by Patranger from a previous battle, and it's just that was amazing. So like, good job for killing 2 ganglers in a single battle.
So during the one scene where the Lupins show up to take the item, I fucking died because the combo to open his safe was 404, and then the item wasn't in there.
Oh my god, you're right. It actually was 404 item, not found.
Oh,
And then-
That
wow.
never occurred to me that was actual. Oh my.
Yeah, and
I don't
then
think that was intentional, but God, that's hilarious.
oh
that
no! This is Toei we're talking about. When they make a joke or a pun, they go full fucking ham. So that was intentional. Because I like to think in Japan they probably have 404 errors too.
I want so bad for like Dawn or like one of the big guys' safe combos to be 403, entry forbidden.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And yeah, so like Odono's just like, joke's on you, I don't have a collection piece. And then Togino...
I'm not important enough, so there!
So then Togino, he's like, oh, we need to get the fuck out of here, and actually throws his collection piece just to like
He
lure the
literally
Lupins away.
surrenders his piece as bait to the Lupins. It's fucking hilarious. I'm like, well, I guess Dawn's not gonna
Okay,
do that.
What I noticed was
reckless throw.
what was amazing was Kairi just immediately just like fucking bolted towards it because he's like, oh my god, we needed to get this loved ones!
Loot! I mean,
Honestly,
fair.
Honestly, I think it would have been funnier if it was just a fake treasure piece.
Right? That's what I was expecting.
Um,
But nope, they didn't go with it.
Just like it's a fake collection piece. Red herring.
so Power Rangers go to like launch drill or whatever like that, and Keiichiro's the only one who can go by himself or whatever. So he goes down, and then like as he's going down more and more, he gets hit by poison, which I noticed when we see him first in the drill thing. You can see the poison thing there on the ceiling. So
Worst smoke alarm ever.
yeah, right. And they actually like impale him in the back, and like
He looks like he's dying.
Yeah.
Real, and
Well,
that's like, there's like
talk about
actual entry wounds on there, except it's purple because it's poison.
yeah, and then we get this awesome shot where like his helmet comes off and it's just Keiichiro in the suit, and it was really cool.
Talk about one hell of a stab in the back.
Yep.
And then just the whole time he's just dying, and then like you see like Jim Carter and Hilltop just like I guess watching him from a screen.
Yeah. Except there's this one moment where Hilltop and Jim Carter are looking at one screen, and then Hilltop looks at like another screen to the side and continues reacting as if he's still talking to him.
And he goes like, "Oh my gosh!"
But no, Keiichiro fucking mans up and starts like
in English.
like going through it. He gets it done.
And like and then we cut to like a flashback to like him as a kid. And like, he hears like about a criminal that's like, like terrorizing people in like a park. So he decides to like dress up as like a knight kind of, and just says like, okay, I'm going to defend the park and whatever. And this cop shows up, and he's like, no, like this is our job it's my job as a police officer to like
says exactly what
spot the criminal. Yeah.
He said earlier, just
and then we later on we see him catch the criminal, and Keiichiro sees him, and he just gets super inspired, and like the cop looks over to him and like salutes him, and I just the whole time I'm just tearing up, and I'm like, this is fucking amazing! I love every second of this.
And the cop's just like, look, I got a sexy scar now.
Yeah, they got one. He got one scratch with this scar.
And I really hope that we see this cop again like later. Or just like he's older and
that
just
would be cool.
and he like acknowledges Keiichiro for being like growing up to be a good cop.
He's Patronex.
Like, I knew it was you. Like the
He's
whole time
Patronex.
that you were.
Yeah. So and like just Keiichiro's so great. Like, he's so determined, he's not giving up, and he just, like, keeps fucking going all the way, because he's like, I'm probably gonna die and won't make it if I make it up to the surface regardless, so I might as well just keep going and complete the mission. And I'm just like,
all the way.
I'm like, you're fucking great. I love him.
So meanwhile, Ododo at like plot quarry is battling the other two Patos while Dawn, Destra, and Gauche are watching. Like, Dawn's there, chair and all.
And you can just see that he's just fucking bored as hell. Like, he's so not impressed.
I don't know why he bothered to humor his request, because he could easily be watching from his screen back in his big swanky mansion.
Well, Togino thought he could impress him enough to be worthy of, like, watching in person, so, which he did not. He fucked up.
So the funny thing is about that scene is, like, Togeno starts fighting, and, like, I made the joke because this is a character made of poison spikes. How about some needle spray? And the joke with Togemon from Digimon is that every time they use it, it backfires, and then the attack backfired and hit Ododo. I died!
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
God
shit!
damn!
Shit, I'm poisoned!
Two of the spikes missed him, but one hit him, right?
My fluffy sheep armor is weak against stab wounds.
I have a fear of getting stabbed.
I hide behind curtains.
Talk about a close shave.
So Don Yaboon gets fed up with his shit, and we finally get to see him do a thing.
And literally, in one little attack where he just, like, spins this little blade thing on his, like, sword cane and just unleashes this giant fucking attack that just, like, makes a ton of explosions, and everyone gets their asses handed to them, and, like, Tsukasa's just like, that was just one attack.
I'm so glad we're finally starting to see Don Yaboon do shit.
Well, and just
He literally just turns it, and it's like
just little shards of blades, just
everywhere.
like saw blades come and just fucking.
He went straight up Metal Man on their ass.
Yeah, and then he just goes, "Yeah, you wasted my fucking time. I hope you die. Go fuck yourself," and leaves, chair and all.
And just sorry.
Go ahead, Ichi.
Just to spite him, Ghost revives Ododo and makes him giant, but not Togeno.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just leave
The
him
sheep
there.
gets another chance.
Yeah.
But the spiky
But they
guy
don't
doesn't.
even use the Megazord to destroy him. They don't use it at all in this episode.
No, we get something even better. Like the Patos are about to like get their asses fucking handed to them, and then just like step on because like Odono's just like, "No, I'll show you what it's fucking like to be stepped on!" Ah! And like goes to step on it, and then just Keiichiro just fucking blasts out of the fucking ground with crane, and just proceeds to just open a can of fucking whoop ass on him. He like picks him up by the crane, uses the drill to like stab him in the legs, and then just pushes him into the fucking mountain.
I just love the shot of Keiichiro in the cockpit piloting, and he's just like, he's literally spamming the ability holographic button inside the cockpit.
And just keeps like, and pushes him against the mountain, like the mountainside, and just keeps like ramming him and ramming him and ramming him. And like, I fucking like Ichi does with Blade and Scissors, I fucking love Crane and Drill. Like, it's so good, so powerful.
Usually the ramming doesn't happen this soon after you swipe right on someone.
You can basically
fucking
call
Tinder jokes. How dare you?
Yep.
You can basically say that this attack was very strong.
Yep.
Sure.
And then like it's really cool. Like he puts Drill like on the top the top of the crane and just like launches Drill right off of it and just like we get like not like the usual Keiichiro scream, but he's just like ah and just fucking goes right through him and it's great. And then Keiichiro just kind of ends up getting like knocked out because he used up all of his energy and also he's poisoned.
I killed it. Now I can sleep.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking like. That really looked like he died. Like, the way his hand fell, it isn't like they usually do in movies and stuff where it just sort of does this. Like, it looked like he lost all feeling in his hand. Like, he crumpled.
Yeah. And just, like, Keiichiro's my favorite character. Like, he straight up, like, oh, if he keeps being like this, like, might have a new favorite contender. So.
Whew, mercy.
Well, because like I've stated before, I think mainly my love for Lucky and Kyuranger was mostly hype. So, I have like legit reasons as to why Keiichiro would be an ideal red for me. So, but everything about this episode was fucking fantastic. Like, the Power Rangers got like so much love that they deserve. Keiichiro got a shit ton of development and showed that he's like a badass fucking Red Ranger. And I like, because the Lupins really got jack shit in this episode. So yay! Not even a transformation, just like 2 minutes of their time.
Well, both teams deserve to have
Focus
equal
episodes.
billing, and we've gotten a lot of Lupin-only episodes, pretty much. So.
Yeah, because, like, again, they're the more main focus team, but I think Toei's starting to realize also that just, like, you know, oh, no, the Power Rangers are gaining popularity. Like, there's people who love them, so, like, well, they're trying to, like, even out both teams to have, like, enough story and development for both of them. So, like, good
Basically,
props
the
for
Lupins
that.
had three.
Sorry?
The Lupins basically had 3 focus episodes. Now it's time for the Pat Rangers to get their 3 focus episodes.
Yep. So, next week, fucking Sakia dual wields VS Changers, which looks fucking awesome.
I guess it's because Keiichiro is still sleeping.
Yeah, but we do see in the preview that Keiichiro, like, gets up and he's, like, about to go fight or whatever, which I can't fucking wait to see him do that. And we get the debut of Pat Kaiser Strong, which I'm looking forward to fucking see. The only thing I don't like about Pat Kaiser Strong, though, is, like, the drill looks kind of awkward and, like, the gun hand.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, the crane arm, fucking awesome.
Crane arm.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a birthright.
So I cannot wait to watch next week's episode. Because, oh man.
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, Keiichiro's gonna be okay, obviously, but it's still kind of harrowing.
I fucking love this show. It's such a good Sentai. It's such a huge step up from Keiiranger.
Yep.
So.
That sounds about right.
All right, so.
Squid Pro Rogue.
Do I smell Blaze?
Shoo, I'm here now. Get the fuck out.
Oh, well. Say
Wall
that.
crashing sounds.
Oh, hey, you guys moved.
Don't replace that.
Right? Rumble, rumble, rumble.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Oh god. Blaze is choking on his own rage here.
Here comes a new challenger.
Sorry, don't make me laugh too hard.
You challenger approaching.
I don't know. That's pretty hard. We're pretty
Well,
far.
A semi-new challenger approaches.
Well, I gotta go to the wild again.
As long as it's
Yeah,
not
'cause
a
I told you
new
to fuck
challenger.
Oh, savage.
Tom's here? Where?
Just
Where?
comes in. Hey guys, what's up?
I heard you like my play polio meme.
So Blaze is here joining us for the feature topic because he watched the Rogue special and Shu did not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck Shu.
we're outing you, Shu.
So Shu.
Shoo, don't bother me.
In fact, the Ninja.
Oh god, he's gone now.
Shu.
He's really gone. He's really gone. Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh god, he actually left.
Oh god, he's dead.
Alright, so now we're talking about the Pro Rogue.
So it opens on Comrade Rogue fucking kicking a shit ton of ass.
Max Anger on!
Yep.
And he just kills clones of Engine and Remocon, bro. And my first thought is, oh, so that's where they've been the last few weeks.
Yeah, those.
Being dead.
The Washio brothers just like fucking disappeared.
Wow. And then we get this awesome title sequence with the jagged background that looks like it was ripped right out of Kyoryuger.
And
Yeah,
then
it looks like the fabric from the Power Rangers outfits, like the Mighty Morphin outfits.
Yeah.
and then we just see the awesome Rogue logo, and then we just say,
The Rogo.
yeah, the Rogo.
I am not nearly done with these terrible puns.
Oh no, of course, keep them going. They're amazing.
I'm with you, bro.
Brogue.
So yeah, so this episode 1 takes place 3 years ago. So it's before Gentoku was the aide to Bat Dad.
Apparently his best friend is Bat Dad's aide, Hotei Koji.
And he's not stuck up or anything, but like he kind of seems like it. But
He's just
like,
got a better than thou thing about him.
yeah, and like, because like as we all know, like Gentoku was like hit by the Pandora's lights, so it changed his.
We gotta go to wall, man!
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we're also looking at the story from Gentoku's point of view, so
Yeah.
Which I like.
it could be a bit biased.
Also, we find out he has a secret love for karaoke.
When is that gonna come up in the show, please?
Yeah, and so, like, he goes to, like, this karaoke place, and just, like, the guy's like, oh, so you only want 1 hour? And he's like, you're right. Fuck it, make it 3 hours. Give me the drink special. Thank you for your continued patronage, sir. And strawberry parfait.
And also, he tells him to bill his office.
Yeah, he asks him to build, like, the Toto Institute, because he's a fucking asshole.
Wow.
Yeah, so then we just see him, like, in the room, just, you know, I guess he just did karaoke, but he, like, enjoyed strawberry parfait, and then he gets a phone call finding out that Katsuragi's, like, trying to turn a human into a smash. And then, like, he catches himself thinking about it, and he's just like, huh, interesting. What was that? Nothing. I'm on my way.
Yeah, and he gets up, he leaves, but then he comes back in, takes another taste of the parfait, and then...
One for the road.
Yeah, even a crazy, angry man as Gentoku still not leaving a parfait unfinished.
Yeah.
That's the kind of man that needs to rule Japan.
Exactly.
Even a crazy asshole knows you never leave dessert just sitting there.
Parfaits for everyone.
Parfait, Gentoku, best match.
The Pandora parfait.
Oh god. So Gentoku is on the phone with Hote, talking to him about how they were apparently school chums, and even back then Gentoku had the ambition to rule when he was in school, but now that he's a dick, it's not cool.
Now that he's a fool, it's not.
Well, yeah, because even at one point, like,
good.
even at one point, Hote's just like, what happened to you, man? You used to be cool. Hey, Toto's still cool!
You invade later!
And, like, yeah, like, Ichi really, like, and I really like that, like, he mentioned the fact that, like, you know, someone mentioned that Gentoku was affected by the Pandora's Light, so he's like, oh, yeah, you changed because of that, you asshole.
So Gentoku literally, like, he somehow finds out that Takumi shops specifically at this Fresh Life Ozam.
I thought was weird. It's just weird seeing, like, this, like, genius scientist just, like, shopping for groceries at a convenience store.
Too.
So, like, Takumi...
Hey,
me and Emily-
people too.
Yeah.
And me and Emily were just like, what did he
What
get?
did he buy? Yeah,
Right?
and you said it would probably be a lot of packets of instant ramen, which I think is
Well, I
probably
accidentally said Roman noodles. I don't know why I said that.
Roman noodle
He
rolls.
bought potatoes to make clocks.
But, like, Takumi walks out of this grocery
He
store...
bought amphenol 4 and typeridinum? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
know.
But, like, so Takumi
I
walks
don't
out
know
of
that
this...
drive form.
Takumi walks out of the grocery store and Gentoku's just standing there, which means that 5 minutes ago, Gentoku drove up, knowing that Takumi was there, and decided to just walk over right next to the entrance and stand there. Alright, I'm just gonna wait here, and when he comes out, it'll be cool.
And so, like, yeah, so he, like, says, like, oh, I'm interested in working with you. And he's like, but you just fired me. Yeah, I fired you so you wouldn't get arrested by the government, because having you in jail is a waste. Anyways, come with me. So he brings him to, like,
Come
what
with
I like
me
to
if you
call,
want
like,
the science.
Faust base 0.5.
I called it the very pointy building.
And so he takes him there, and, like, he sees people working. He's like, yeah, so we're going to continue research on the Smash. And just, like, Katsuragi looks at him, and he's like, oh my god, my research and everything. And he, like, goes, like, here, can I start now? Yeah. Can I open my present now, Daddy? Yeah, pretty much.
Dang it, you're right.
It's Christmas Eve! Can I open one now?
If you're Italian.
So, cut to later, the experiments are underway, and the first Smash they create, which is the Fang Smash, which is the weird prototype of the Square Smash, which became comic later, which is the same Smash that you see Sento fight in his first transformation during that flashback earlier in the show, so props to continuity on that.
Yep.
Starts to go nuts because Takumi has no fucking clue how nebula gas works, apparently.
And then who shows up but Soichi?
Soichi.
He shows up and the entire... I'm sorry if I'm talking too much.
Nope.
But the entire time, he has this absolutely smug grin on his face. And...
Rightly so.
I have to say... you guys like me to be on here because I give a female voice to the audience, so I'm just gonna say right now that Soichi is handsome as hell.
Sure, I'll agree to that.
I mean, I'd fuck him.
What? No!
Yeah, I think he's a sexy man.
I'm just
Not denying it. That sleek hair, that cute, sexy, diabolical grating he constantly has is his personality. He's a great guy.
His desire to have a nice suit.
His ability
He desires power, has lots of power.
His ability to infect impregnated women.
Yeah,
And he can change your face with the snap of his fingers.
He can give you a makeover.
Yeah. He's the perfect man.
He has all these pros, cons. Bad at making coffee.
Oh, fucking red flag.
No one's perfect.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
I want to say something that I don't want to say it at the same time.
I just
Now you have to.
I just said that, so...
I just want to take like
He's
the
got a dick that
Long Man
wriggles like a
theme
cobra.
song and just be like,
Hold on. What were you saying, Blaze?
He's got a dick that wriggles like a cobra.
Oh.
I just want to take like the Long
I want to
Man.
say it. You forced me to.
I just want to take the Long Man theme song and just be like, blood, stuck.
Although this really is about Gentoku.
Well, see, it's I'm the girl and the boyfriend is Dan, and I'm just like,
Why do I always get like the shove or whatever? Oh man. So like yeah, so
I'm
Soichi
sorry,
shows
that was
up.
really dumb. Neither of those people would want anything to do with it.
If you find the god destroying, planet destroying Evol handsome, you're more than welcome to. It's fine.
I don't agree with his plan.
He'd probably appreciate it.
Policy, but I do. I genuinely think he.
I don't like his politics.
Oh,
I don't agree with his politics, but he looks fine as hell.
Bloodstar, Baka.
I don't like his politics, but I'd let him stick his dick in me.
So anyway, so he destroys like the or like deactivates the smash with like the trans steam gun, and he's just like, he's like, you guys need help with Nebula Glass?
He literally pushed.
Nebula Glass?
You
I
just
know
said
that.
Nebula Glass.
No.
Octo Nebula Glass.
He literally
That's what the glass of the trans steam gun was covered
Evol
in.
just walks in, pushes one button, and everything's better. So he's me.
Yep.
Actually,
Soichi.
Wow, the original
Yeah,
Smash
so
were weak
easy.
as hell. A one shot from the steam gun.
Yeah, what the fuck's with that? Did the trans steam gun have like an off button programmed into its bullets?
that's a good point.
It's steam bullets.
It's super powerful when it's in his hands.
Sure.
Maybe he concentrated his power into it, and that's what made him do it.
Maybe.
Yeah. So he shows like Soichi shows Katsuragi like how to properly balance the nebula glass nebula gas input so it works better. And then like Gentoku's like, what the fuck are you on? He's like, Namba sent me to help you. I can be your right hand man and stuff.
I can be a hero, baby.
This is pretty much like obviously like Soichi's behind everything, so like
It's also good to get confirmation that Nanba was sponsoring Faust from the
which
beginning.
I'm not surprised in the least.
Right?
Where else would they have gotten their money and their tech?
Well,
So-
I figured it was because Gentoku was working for the government on the side, so he was just like embezzling government funds.
Someone would
the guy
have
who works
noticed.
for the government.
He embezzled government funds to go.
Except I'm
He
sure-
was embezzling government funds literally earlier in the episode.
Except I'm sure if he was... Actually, that's true. It's in the karaoke place. I'm sure the person hired to monitor the embezzling would have been promptly dusted by Stark.
Mm-hmm. So Gentoku goes back to the karaoke place again, and then...
He reminisces about doing karaoke with his friend Hote before he got all cuckoo bananas.
And then who shows up but Hote? And he's like, hey, I've come to... He's like, what are you doing here?
Karaoke duel me, bitch! Winner gets to be leader of the country.
So they karaoke, and so like during like the first time Gentoku was in it or whatever, he's like going through the song list, and I just saw one song that was called "Cold Jail Night," and I'm just like,
What kind of music is Gentoku
I want to know
into?
what that song
It's a
is.
song about the next episode of Rogue.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Coming out on the next Kamen Rider Build OST album.
"Cold Jail Night."
Right?
Oh man,
In all honesty, I do want to know if that's a real song that was just on there.
I'd love to know if that's a real song.
I'm going karaokeing with some friends next month. I'll look for it.
If you see Find Cold Jail Night, you're gonna have to play it, right?
Even though I have no idea what
Yeah.
song it would be.
It's just like an upbeat, happy music.
But
so
yes,
yeah, they
Hote-
start singing, and
yeah.
it's They're bad. And
Well,
like
it's karaoke.
it's just seeing like Gentoku singing with like a really deep voice, and then he's just like shaking maracas, and I'm like,
He's actually got them going. Like those are for the people who are not doing the singing, right?
Yeah.
not usually.
The timing he shakes the maracas is so fucking hilarious, and
And
of
the
course,
tambourini's got like the
my immediate thought is, hey, look, he's practicing shaking a full bottle.
So yeah, they have fun singing, and then Hotei's just like, oh, by the way, your dad's letting me be prime minister, and then he's like, what?
I'm gonna rule the country, says the character we have never seen in the main
before.
show, so probably not.
Yeah.
So then we cut to like Gentoku. He's just like walking, thinking about the
Flashbacking to the
flashback,
scene that just
literally
happened.
just a couple minutes ago, which
Yeah.
it might have been a few hours later or something. Who knows?
Sure, but do we really need to pad the episode this bad?
This is sort of. Am I
Go ahead.
interrupting?
Go ahead.
I was thinking that maybe a way they could have slightly made that less cringy is instead of having it actually replay the scenes as flashbacks, just have the voiceover of the other guy in his head as
While he's
walking.
walking.
There you go.
Thank you.
It's-
That would have been good.
Still would have been kind of cringy because like we heard that 2 seconds ago, but
Right.
It wouldn't also show it to us.
No, that's a good point.
And then Hotei's corpse drops from the fucking ceiling.
Shouldn't have been hilarious.
Yeah, like both of you are just like, oh, he's gonna die. I wonder how. And I'm just sitting because I already watched it before everyone else, and I was sitting there just like, oh, you'll see.
He's gonna die. And I oh my god, I just realized something.
Huh?
Soichi,
Yeah.
he's just a freaking cat.
Yep.
He just brought a dead thing. He's just like, do you like this?
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Hey, so you know how you were complaining that your friend was holding you back? I got rid of him for you. There you
Fixed
go.
it.
It's like leaving a dead mouse outside his bedroom door. Like,
It's a
do you
sign
like
of
it?
love.
Oh, and also like,
I did it for you.
also Gentoku.
The
He's like,
bananas has gone bad.
also like Gentoku's talking to us when he's talking to Soichi at some point. He like mentions like Faust and like Mephistopheles. So, like,
Yeah.
you actually hear Gentoku say like Mephistopheles,
Mephistopheles.
and so
There's
yeah.
a clear parallel that Gentoku is Dr. Faust and Soichi is Mephistopheles. And
Yeah,
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
It gives proper context to the organization being called Faust.
So then you just see Gentoku, he kind of just like mourns his friend for a second and then just starts laughing. And even like, I think this even surprised Soichi because like Gentoku's like, all right, well, let's make a deal with the devil then. And Soichi's just like, oh, you're impressing me. That's great.
Oh, now you've gone full baddie.
Yay. And then he comes back and he's
Like,
just
oh,
like,
this is too evil. I wanted
Fuck.
10% evil.
fuckers, we're Faust now.
And then they just
We're
start
Faust.
cheering like Faust.
Hail Hydra!
He's like, do the thing so we can rule the country. And the guys are probably just standing there thinking, yeah, we were already doing it. You didn't have to interrupt us.
Oh.
But now that you've named us Faust, I totally believe in our cause. And being named after someone who made a deal with the devil, we're totally not evil.
Oh.
Yeah.
I also
And
forgot that...
Katsuраgi's just in the background, just like, I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know.
I don't know,
I don't
Davey.
know, guys.
Oh, and earlier, like, Gentoku got mad at something that happened, so he, like, kicked a fucking
Oh, yeah.
desk.
Oh, yeah, he just-
And there's just this guy standing, like, looking over, and he's just like,
Oh, shit, dude.
Oh, fuck, don't
Quick,
quit me.
pretend to work.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, fuck, he's
You
mad.
just say that guy was just like.
I feel like that if you were in that position, Emily, that you just would have been like, oh, fuck, I'm sorry.
That's me at work when my dad gets angry.
Aw.
That's me when my dad gets angry too, honestly.
That's also me when, like, anyone gets angry at me.
So while Takumi is doubting, even after Gentoku's rousing speech, he capitalizes it by shattering the glass case.
The nebula glass.
The nebula glass. I was
It
gonna
was
say
totally
that.
there the entire time.
It was perfect. It was
And,
all
like,
set.
bloodied hand and everything. And I just don't expect him, like, he shouts it, and you just see, like, oh, fuck, that hurt!
Why did I do that? There was a button right there.
Shit! And he proceeds
Why did I do that? All I had to do was lift it up.
And he proceeds to transform into Night Rogue with a really badass henchie, and we hear like the whole thing. And
Really
Miss-
badass and-
Missed much.
Yeah,
bad.
and I see the Night Rogue suit, and I'm just like I miss Night Rogue, you guys. And then he proclaims himself as Night Rogue.
I'm horny for science.
Why?
And then it ends.
Is that what this thing on my head is?
Oh yeah, and then he said like this awesome line of like, my blood has been evaporated by burning ambition.
So
He doesn't
wait,
have
do you not have blood anymore? Is that what you need Blood Stark for?
Oh.
Yeah.
He needs
It's
a
a
blood
condition.
stop to give him some.
And then we get this awesome like credit sequence where it shows like all like the cameos of like Night Rogue and stuff, and it's really cool.
So next episode of the Rogue Special will be about his hellish, torturous process of becoming Kamen Rider Rogue.
It's the cold jail night.
Yeah.
Oh my god. that's probably what that is. It's
No, I don't think that's what that is.
Oh, God.
Emily.
Don't surprise me.
1 second.
That'll be
Like-
the theme song of the Rogue Specials.
There you go.
Cold jail night.
This picture is really dark. That's a lot of blood.
Yep.
It's a lot of blood.
That's a lot of damage.
And
Okay,
he's
so
gonna need more
actually-
than flex tape.
Actually, not fucking kidding.
Wait,
there
that's how
actually
you defeat
there
him.
actually is a Japanese song on YouTube called "Cold Jail Night."
Oh my god.
That's
We need to
amazing.
listen to cold jail
We're
night.
after we record this
Yes.
episode, finish recording. We're listening to Cold
Everyone,
Jail
go
Night.
listen to Cold
Yeah,
Jail.
go look up Cold Jail Night.
I know how they can defeat Rogue.
Mhm.
Flex Seal.
Slap it on with the might of Evol.
Might have Zeus.
Just get all the pieces of the bottle back together. Bottle's not cracked anymore.
That's a lot of
I
damage.
saw this bottle in half.
I saw this country in half.
I just want to see Flex Seal commercial, but it's Evol doing the whole thing.
Honestly, Ichi, that's like your like favorite thing to laugh at. So if anyone whenever anyone makes that joke, you just fucking die at it.
I meant to say it earlier when we were talking about Evolve, like slam dunking the panel under the box.
Slap it with the might of Evil.
Slap it on with the might of Mars.
Okay, so next week for Castranger, we will not
Wait.
be here.
Jikai, Radio Sentai Castranger.
So we won't be here because we'll be at Anime North 2018. Like me and Ichi specifically will be selling shit.
I have a
So
stupid question.
yes.
Am I allowed to do the next episode preview voice thing?
Sure.
Jikai, Radio Sentai Castranger!
Yay.
Adorable. Yeah, so we won't be here next week, so there won't be an episode, so womp womp.
But the week after that, which will be the first week of June, we will be talking about the first of the Exade Another Ending trilogy movies, Brave and Snipe.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And of course, the week after that will be a big old two-hundo.
Holy shit, I can't believe we've almost done 200 whole episodes.
Right?
Have
Have you really been doing it for this long?
Hey! You don't get to take my joke.
What was that, Blaze?
Have you really been doing it for that long?
Don't. I was saving that joke for the week of.
200 episodes.
Oh.
It's almost 100.
So yeah, so
I
you
still
can...
love the fact that the 4-year anniversary, I was like, I'm gonna steal that line. Wait a minute, what did he say?
Wow. All
I
right.
love
So, as usual, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com.
Yep.
Check us out on facebook.com/Radio Sentai Castranger. Tweet us at Ixie Studios. Check out our TeePublic merchandise store where we have plenty of shirts of all the different Castor logos.
Including onesies.
And of course, please check out our Patreon and please consider donating so we can make the show better for you and buy more wall padding.
Yeah.
It is our goal to have this entire room coated in blue and black wall padding.
It's sort of working a little bit.
Well, it's because I haven't put up the other 2 sets yet.
Dude, get on it.
I've been busy.
Okay.
Just do it. Make
So-
your dreams come true.
So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Goodbye.
And if you're in Toronto or can get there, come see us at Anime North.
Talking to you, Goggle Hero. Thunderbreaster Orb.
More like
I can't make it there because I live in Florida.
All the cool people live in Florida.
Hey,
No, all the
we
crazy
flew
people
to
live in Florida.
Washington. What's your excuse?
If
Yeah.
you're watching.
Yeah,
Um,
Thunderbreaster Orb.
My excuse is I'm about to graduate 11th grade, so
What am I saying?
I have no money.
All right. So, thank you all for listening, and we'll
South
see you
Am-
all in 2 weeks.
South America, holy shit!
In the meantime, consume Prilosec, then
Oh,
watch
wow.
Ultra Ranger.
Tamiled!
Thank you for
Someone lives farther away from the casters than I do.
Hooray! Well, I think we've had fans from Europe,
Yeah.
because I remember someone was complaining about time zones.
Okay,
Oh.
bye!
Bye-bye!
Goodbye.
Boy.
Radio Sentai Castranger is brought to you by our generous patrons, Oliver Nilsson, and viewers like you.